Good afternoon and welcome back to another episode of The Workbench, where today there is no workbench. Anyway, as you can see, I'm not at my bench. I'm outside, at the outside. Things are green and there are trees and everything is rather bright, which is why you'll have to excuse the sunglasses. So this is basically a video that I'm shooting for the second time, which I attempted to shoot earlier when I bought this camera, this Panasonic Lumix thing. But it didn't turn out very well and I didn't like it, so I decided to do it again. So here we go. So basically this is an announcement, I suppose. Well, kind of an announcement. I'm not entirely certain what it is, but it has come to my attention now that my subscriber count has reached over 222, which is double the amount of 111 which I previously made some sort of update on. So I figured I'd do that again. In fact, it's actually, I think, 241 at the time of recording this, so this is a little bit late, but oh well. Anyway, so I guess I just wanted to say once again thank you to everyone who's been watching, and thank you to everyone who's subscribed and comments and everything like that. It's really encouraging to see more and more people subscribing. I mean, I know it's probably not a huge amount, but hey, it's increased from what it was before, and that's really nice to see. So yeah, thank you to everyone who's well, I guess supporting me in that way, and yeah, it's really nice to see that things just keep going up. So obviously on the previous video, the 111 one, I did make mention that I was going to try and do a video a week, and for anyone following along, that clearly didn't happen, but that was because of certain problems, various things, and yeah, things just weren't going that well, so didn't happen. But recently I've been trying again, and hopefully you'll be able to see that the last few videos I've done have in fact been at a rate of about one a week, which is what I intended. I think I can probably keep that up from now on, or at least I hope so. Fingers crossed. Murphy doesn't come in and wreck everything again, but hey, we'll see what happens. So in terms of the actual video content, I guess mostly it seems to be repair stuff at the moment, and that is definitely something I'm quite big on. I definitely like to see things being repaired. I like to see things used as much as possible. I like to not see anything get wasted, really. That's I suppose that's you could say my philosophy. Well, it's not really a philosophy, but you know what I mean. It's something that I believe in. I don't believe in wastage. I don't believe in people throwing stuff away if it's any good. I do believe in things being repaired if possible. So I always try to repair my own stuff and stuff for other people and whatever. So that's definitely a big theme, I think, which will always be there. I'm also quite big on the DIY sort of stuff. As you can see, my homemade circuit board videos I've just recently been doing. Those are definitely that sort of thing I definitely like. I mean, there's times when, you know, home built stuff is not practical or not economical, but a lot of the time it's fun and interesting, and you learn a lot doing it. So it's certainly worth it. So that's a big thing that I'm also into, but maybe I won't be doing a huge amount of videos like that. I think more I'd be doing repair things. I think at least the majority of electronic stuff will be repair. Anyway, just thought I'd talk about that for interest's sake. If anyone's wondering sort of what this thing is about. But that said, though, I think really it's kind of just random. It's kind of a I'd say a semi sort of vlog, but not exactly. It's yeah, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what I'd call it. It's just, it is what it is, and things happen and stuff goes on, and I do hope however to take this camera, this Panasonic, outside more often, and maybe do more sort of videos outside that aren't related to electronics, or maybe aren't necessarily talking about electronics, but are talking about, sorry, what am I trying to say? I mean, what I mean is maybe talking about things to do with electronics, but not actually showing electronics. Maybe talking about other stuff as well, I'm not sure, just things about life in general, you know, that kind of stuff, perhaps. Not that I'm an expert or anything, but hey, everyone's got to have their say and their 2 cents or whatever. So who knows? Maybe I'll do something like that. Yeah, I can't remember if there was anything else that I said in the previous version of this video that I never used, or if that was pretty much it. But I think that was really the point. Also testing out this camera, this Panasonic Lumix ZS35 or Z35S. I can't even remember now. I bought it about a month ago, second hand. Basically, I would have used normally for this kind of thing my Sony DXC-WX5, but that's well, it's a good camera, but this one has the advantage of a fold-out LCD, so I can actually see I can see what I'm doing in the shot, and I can see what's going on, so that's useful. And it's also got 20 times zoom optical, which is really nice. And oh yes, I'm using my oops, I probably shouldn't poke it. I'm using my Aperture A.Lav microphone plugged into my cell phone, which I'm kind of glad I didn't take back to the shop. Originally when I tried it out, I didn't really like the sound quality. I didn't really like the sort of frequency response to it. And I do still prefer my Sennheiser, but obviously for outside stuff this is a lot more useful. So I think if I do more of these videos that aren't indoors, I'll probably use this microphone. And until I upgrade, maybe. I probably won't use this thing forever. I wouldn't want to. I don't like it. But that said, it is pretty good compared to obviously the inbuilt microphone in any standard camera. So that's certainly an advantage. Yeah, I didn't. Forgot what I was thinking about. Right. Anyway, it's just quite nice being out here and looking at the trees and the clouds and the sun and everything. It's quite relaxing and easy to forget what you're thinking about. So, anyway, which is a good point to note. Getting outside is always a good thing. Always beneficial to the mind and everything. I don't know if you can hear the cicadas in the background here, but there's quite a few of them, and they're quite enjoyable, just sitting here listening to that. Yeah, I don't know how many of you watching this will have seen my previous couple of videos that were non-electronic. The random one about the flood, well, not really a flood, but almost flood. and the completely odd blueberry video. But I would like to get into possibly doing more of that kind of stuff as well. So we'll see what happens. I suppose it's worth mentioning that I have absolutely no clue whether at this stage of the game, which is a year in, I think, since I started posting these videos, whether or not 241 subscribers is a good number. I wouldn't have a clue. To me it seems quite impressive, because obviously I've never done this before, but you know, it's obviously quite small compared to a lot of other people, but hey, it is what it is. Honestly, I would probably prefer to have a small number of viewers who actually really care about the things that I post and are really interested, and yeah, just really enjoy it and actually want to watch it, rather than having 1 million subscribers that wouldn't really care about it and are only subscribed just for the sake of it, or because other people are, you know. That, to me, that just seems pointless. I don't personally subscribe to anyone that I don't really like their videos, so yeah, I don't get it. People just seem to sometimes subscribe to stuff they don't even like, just because everyone else is doing it. I don't really get that. So yeah, I do want to say that yeah, I'm happy that there are that many. I'm happy that, well, I hope that all of you who are subscribed and who watch these things are getting enjoyment from them, and it's helpful. You know, you learn something, or it's helpful in some way, or you know, whatever's entertainment or something like that. It's an ant trying to eat my leg. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to know that everyone was enjoying it in some way, and that was the reason why they were watching. I wouldn't see any point in watching if you didn't enjoy it. So yeah, I'd rather have a small group of people that really care, rather than a huge group of people that don't, because what's the point of that, really? Doesn't mean anything. So yeah, so yeah, I want to again say thanks to everyone that is subscribed. It's really cool, and I do hope that the numbers will increase. I do hope that things will just keep getting better and better. I mean, so far they kind of have, I guess. I mean, I must admit, you know, a few of my early videos weren't exactly popular. I'm sure if you can have a look there, you've probably seen them, and you probably know what I'm talking about. I guess that's just sort of beginner's mistake and things like that. But you know, I think I've learned from those things, and I'm trying to do a better job of it. Yeah, it's just slow though, I guess. At the moment, I haven't had a huge amount of time to work on this stuff, and editing takes out quite a lot of time as well. I mean, there are a couple of videos that I've done that were maybe, you know, half an hour long, and you know, editing and stuff. I think the scanning and editing PCB layout video, it looks really simple. It's just a screenshot of me using image editing tools, but I recorded the commentary separately for that, and it was basically terrible. I wish I'd recorded the commentary as I did the video capture, but I didn't, and the editing on that was terrible. It took about 6 hours just for editing that, maybe even longer, I can't remember, but it was awful. It was the worst video I've ever done. Not the worst video I've done, but you know, the worst for length of time versus editing length, and just the amount of stuffing around to get it right. And even then, I think some of it wasn't that. Yeah, it was pretty annoying thing to do. So sometimes you get stuff like that, and it's yeah, it's annoying. That said, though, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm happy that, you know, I made it. I'm glad that people have enjoyed it and people are watching it. It's nice to know that. But yeah, I mean, this one hopefully will be a lot easier. It should just be either I'll just upload it all as just one take, or maybe do some minor edits, cut out bits where I'm just staring at the sky or something, because it might be a bit boring, but who knows. Yeah, I suppose it is interesting to think about this. I never, honestly, I've never done this before at all, and just starting this a year ago, and just from what I've done now, I'm amazed. I guess not amazed, but I suppose I am amazed in some ways of the people that manage to get, you know, a video out every day, or especially people who don't have, you know, like a big team of people helping them or something like that. You know, it's a lot of work, and I can see definitely why people want to have the advertising revenue and all that stuff, and they get so annoyed when YouTube demonetizes their videos for saying something that, you know, doesn't even matter, and just that sort of stuff. I can see why it would be really upsetting, and possibly a big loss of money for some people. You know, people like Dave Jones, who do the whole thing for their job. You know, that's what they live off, just about. And you know, I mean, fortunately, I don't have to do that or anything. Whether it'll ever come to that, I don't know. I mean, I guess would be, well, I don't know if it'd be cool. It would be probably hard. Be kind of interesting, you know. But who knows? I can't imagine that happening anytime soon or at all, so for me anyway. But I'm content just to sort of muck around and do a video here and there, and just whatever I feel like at the time, and see what happens. Yeah, so it's definitely more work than you'd think. I think, you know, it's a lot. It's very easy to watch a video, even like a 5-minute one or a 10-minute one or something, and one that's been done really well and professionally, and you can look at that and it's so quick, and everything's just so easy to watch, and it looks like it's been done. You know, it just looks so easy, but really, you know, there's so much work that went in behind that. And I mean, I already knew that when I started, but it is surprising just how much does go in. But yeah, now I'm just, I don't know, talking random stuff about stuff in general. Not entirely sure if anyone actually wants to listen to this, but there you go. If you've come this far, watched this whole thing, well, I say congratulations. Yeah. And there's an ant trying to eat my shoulder this time. That's the disadvantage of sitting outside, is that the wildlife tries to eat you. Well, yeah, my camera's just about to run out of space, so I guess I'll have to stop here anyway. But I think I pretty much said everything I wanted to say. Yeah, I guess I'll just end by saying thanks to everyone that's watching, thanks to everyone who has watched, thanks to everyone who subscribes. I hope to keep making more interesting videos. I hope they'll be good, and I hope that you'll enjoy them, and I'll see you next time.